Starting a little backpacking trip here from the Boone Fork parking area on the Parkway. And we're getting on the Mountains to Sea Trail and heading up to Grandfather Mountain State Park, where I have a permit to stay the night. You got to do a written permit at the trailhead here coming up. And this is going to be the better part of 15 miles. Close to 5,000 feet of elevation gain. You can see the map there. I've been wanting to do this for a while. It's going to be a little bit nerve-wracking for me because I'm afraid of heights. And the last time I was here at Calloway Peak, it was pretty intimidating because you got to climb ladders bolted to the rock face, and I'm afraid of heights. So let's make the most of it. I had done part of this section of the Tanawha Trail leading up to the Nuwati Trail in Grandfather Mountain State Park 2 years ago. I was going to spend the night on that trip, but I didn't have a permit to stay the night in the state park. And there were signs for no camping here along this stretch of the Mountains to Sea Trail. So I just made a day hike out of it. Still a good day hike though. All right, so this is it. I filled out the permit and I'm ready to hike. Right, I'm at another intersection here. It's beautiful, gorgeous day, clear blue skies. It's around 55 degrees. And that's where I got up to the last time. I went maybe about quarter to a third of a mile up there and came back before continuing. So once I get past that point, it'll be the first time going on the Daniel Boone Scout Trail towards Calloway Peak, because the first time I was here I did the profile trail to summit Calloway Peak. But I'm going to go ahead here on the Nuwati Trail and check out these campsites. This is the first campsite, stream side. I like the fire pit with the grill. I don't see too many flat spots, but I guess they're scattered in the area. Triangles indicate the direction towards the bear cables, but not every site has bear cables. So there's a bunch of campsites in this area, so let's check them all out. I'm on top of Storyteller Rock. That's where I came from, down below. This would make an excellent campsite. The campsite is down below because it's not that far to summit these boulders to get these views. I got to climb up to that ridge when I leave into the Nuwati Trail. I'll be going up there. The base of Storyteller Rock. Found a trail that took me down below. Check it out. It's cool over here. People come down here, leave their trash. This campsite is called The Refuge. There's the sign. It's right by Storyteller Rock. I like this one. Seems really peaceful. Not a lot of spots over here for tents that don't have rocks. Let's go over here and take a look. I guess this would probably be a better spot. Yeah, probably around here. Not necessarily by the fire pit. And the bear cables are over there. There's the cables. Here's the Hermitage campsite. I missed it the first time coming around. I got it coming back. See what it looks like. I gotta tell you, these campsites don't look that wonderful except for the fire pit and the bear cable system. Not a lot of flat spots. Refuge looked like the best one. It's, a lot of them, I think they say 1 to 6 people is what they're good for. There's a big rocky outcrop that I could see from down below at the other side. Man, I picked a good day to be out here. Correction, I think this is the bigger rock outcrop that you see from below. This is called the Flat Rock View. Alright, so this is the way I'm heading. So hopefully it won't take too long to get there because it was pretty tough coming up the, what's it called, the Cragway trail. Pretty tough. So this is the Daniel Boone campsite. See, they got 3 raised platforms here. That one's in shambles. I'm wondering if they're old privies. I wouldn't think there'd be 3, but maybe for raised platforms for tents. That's a good idea. Help prevent erosion. Guess that tree took that platform out. Almost 5,000 feet elevation now. This would be a good spot in the pine forest. This is a nice campsite. Briar Patch. I like this one. I was told that the plane crash is around here. I've seen it once before a long time ago, but I'm gonna hunt for it. This forest is so thick with pines, rhododendrons, and other vegetation. It is just surreal. Beautiful though. This is the sign for the shelter from the trail. It's down this side trail. First time I've seen a shelter with such a low roof. That is really low. You see how low it is compared to me, and I'm not even that tall. Gotta duck down to get into it. Check out the view in front of the shelter. You got a little cliff drop of about 20 feet or more. So I guess that's why it's so low. In case you're sleepwalking, you hit your head and wake up before you fall over the cliff. I guess if you had a party of 6 people here, you probably all have to spend the night in the shelter because there's not many flat spots for tent camping. Maybe over here, but hammocks might work better. This is Raven's Roost. I think I like this campsite better. Even got a fire pit. Hi Balsam doesn't. Here's the plane wreckage right near Raven's Roost. This one is in even worse shape than the one at Water Rock Knob. I thought I saw another plane wreck here at Grandfather Mountain State Park when I was here years ago that was in better shape than this. This one is just torn to pieces. There's more over here. Fragments everywhere. I don't know if there's anything else, but I don't think I'm going to keep on looking for it because I do want to get to Calloway Peak. All right, now I remember this. This is the first ladder I go up on this route. I came down it to see the plane crash years ago. And then there's a second one up there if you can make it out. There goes my trekking pole. I'll be climbing that too. And there's a ladder right there falling down, I guess. So let's make our way up. This is the glorious view from Calloway Peak. Down there's the Blue Ridge Parkway. Alright, I made it to another intersection. I may go down to the attic window, but I'm running out of daylight. I should have gotten started a little earlier today. I was goofing off a little bit. I did want to make it to the swinging bridge originally, but I've done it before, so I'm not missing out on anything. However, I did want to show it in the video, so it might give me a reason to come back here because I don't think I'm going to make it with a little bit of daylight I have left. So I'll just press on a little further and then head back. This is a grand view here. It's called Watauga View. Pretty marvelous. See the traffic down there. This site looks pretty nice too. This is the view from the cliffside campsite. I'm kind of jealous, it's pretty nice. We come down here to the Shanty spring. As you see what it says, the last shore water source. And I'm about a mile away from my camp, so it's pretty dry up there on the ridge. Got another 10 minutes before the sun sets. I don't know if I'm gonna hang out for it though. I still have 3/10 of a mile to get back to the Hi Balsam shelter. And I gotta go down those ladders. I'd rather not do that in the dark. Alright, so I'm gonna have a Ready Wise for dinner. I don't think I've had one of these yet. I bought a bunch of them from Ingles and thought I'd bring them along on these backpacking trips, being that they're really light, dehydrated meals that you can eat in the bag. So be a little bit of a cheaper alternative to Backpacker's Pantry by several dollars. So I'll let you guys know if I like it. I may have tried it, I just can't remember. Well, word is out. I'm not that crazy about the Ready Wise pasta Alfredo with chicken. Just didn't really do it for me. It was kind of bland. So I probably won't get that again. It'll be the usual breakfast. Oatmeal and coffee. Got my campsite set up here. It's after 6. Slept better this time than last week in the Smokies. Just trying to get reacquainted with sleeping in a tent. It was colder here though. It was around freezing. But I'm also higher elevation here in Grandfather Mountain. At this shelter, it's around 5,700 feet. I didn't sleep in the shelter's down there. Got low clearance, just wasn't gonna do it for me. And want to wake up in the middle of the night and hit my head. But I'm more comfortable in my tent anyway a lot of times. Don't have to think about mice crawling on you or anything. But I'm going to enjoy this, and I got 3.5 miles to get out of here. So I'll probably show you around a little bit more before I leave. All right, I'm going to show you around my camp right before I leave here. It's just after 7. Still have the light on, and the shelter's down there. Beautiful morning. Sun is shining, clear blue skies. It's going to be another good day. Wish I could spend all day out here, but I got to get back. I only have 3.5 miles and got things to do. Beautiful forest setting for camping. I slept good last night, and I'd come back here. Maybe next time with some friends. Back on the trail, 7:49. A little bit late, later than I wanted, but that's okay. Because it's not that far to get out of here. And still having a good time. See how the trail is really muddy. Gotta watch your step. I finally found this Lynn Cove Viaduct view. It was a hard find. I was looking at my Gaia map and it showed it on the map, but I was doing circles in the pine forest, and there were boulders everywhere obscuring any possible place to view it, but I found it. Persistence and patience.